host of the 2022 Commonwealth Games will be Birmingham.
When we first heard that the Games were coming to Birmingham, it was a no-brainer. We had to get involved.
It was a significant moment in time for the West Midlands and for us as an organisation that's heritage and roots are in the Midlands.
They wanted to look at local businesses first. They claimed to be the most sustainable games. We've got a big sustainability track record. We've got a huge facility here just outside Birmingham that covers every one of the multiple channels of creative communications.
The Commonwealth Games is such an iconic and exciting brand in terms of what they stand for. The partnership really allowed us to showcase the best of what we do.
We had to sort of think in a very creative, innovative way to support them in communicating and working with their teams. Really, that's what the Commonwealth Games is about.
We came up with two kind of core elements of our messaging. Let's Own the Moment, which was for our external audience, and internally for our people, which was Own It. Let's Own the Moment was kind of born out of three core DRPG values, so trust, belief and passion.
We brought Commonwealth Games and the DRPG brands together from using their shapes, our colouring, and where we could kind of tie the two in so it was us together.
And then internally, it was about owning it. So what we wanted to do is allow our people to feel that ownership of their projects, of each other. For our clients and for the athletes, it's obviously about quality, about the experience, and about creativity, ultimately, for us as a business.
We've done around 7 live projects for the Commonwealth Games in the period that we've worked with them in the 2 years. The Mascot Summit was actually the first of its kind.
COVID was still rife. We couldn't have a face-to-face event. So this was the first time globally this was done virtually.
So our task was to come up with a backstory of that mascot, but a story that will enable other children to produce their own mascot and submit that in a competition, which the eventual mascot we made from. And all of those elements needed to tie into Birmingham specifics or Birmingham centric.
And it's also an opportunity to engage children and audiences and create some excitement about the Games.
What was really, really great for us was how engaged the children were.
And it was really wonderful to see how that then got translated through to the design of Perry, who we all know and love today as the mascot for the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games.
The purpose of the More Medals for Women broadcast was that Birmingham 2022 really wanted to shout about the fact that this was the first international games, major sporting event that actually was offering up more medals for women. And I think we had about literally 2 weeks to turn this around. We were broadcasting on their live Facebook pages and YouTube pages. And essentially we had a number of different athletes, some in the studio, some all around the world. So 1 year to go was 1 year to go until the opening ceremony of Birmingham 2022. The brief was to take over Centenary Square in central Birmingham and create a bit of a sports expo, create a media moment for the press to shout about the Commonwealth Games, to encourage ticket sales, but also to engage the local community and to also inspire the younger generation, to get them to get hands-on with the sports that would be in the Commonwealth, then maybe inspire the next generation of champions.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Birmingham 2022
One of the last things that we did was a broadcast which was for all of the volunteers that are critical to delivering an amazing Games event. So we did the orientation broadcast to 14,000 volunteers and we took them through what was going to happen for the Games. We got them excited. We had lots of celebrity endorsements to bring to life the experiences.
They'd all received their roles in the post and now it was time to give them a little bit of more information on what the next 3-4 months would look like for them. We had a number of different presenters, including Sir Chris Hoy and Colin Jackson.
The key part of the orientation broadcast was the uniform reveal. So we created a wonderful film to reveal that, but also a fashion show where we brought that to life through the broadcast to our audiences.
The live events team and the film team come together very closely on this because there was a lot of film that was required.
We did over 30 films for the Commonwealth Games. The opening film was to be released on the day of the orientation broadcast live event. So the aim was to create a film for the volunteers and by the volunteers to kind of create that pride. The creative approach was to do the film in one single take. So what we did was to choreograph every single movement and making sure that all the camera transitions were really seamless and that you wouldn't quite see that we would move to another location. So we had a lot of fun on that film, and I think the volunteers really remember that whole experience that it was to shoot in one of our studios.
Working on the Commonwealth Games 2022 uniform reveal film was brilliant. The final creative solution we came up with was to take a free runner, a parasport athlete and a dancer and show their journey through Birmingham. Places like the Jewellery Quarter, the library, Selfridges, all those kind of iconic buildings and places around Birmingham, all to a certain moment where we revealed the uniform. So they started off in plain clothing, the film kicks off, and then at some point that reveal moment shows it off, and then we show the intricate details. So the key design element, the zipper down to the design on the side, the back. I think key to the film's success was having motion graphics involved right from the outset.
So we had to make sure that the positioning of the cameras allowed for actual graphics to come out the back of that choreography as well. So getting the right angle, getting the right camera shot allowed for where those graphics would appear within that shot. So every motion, every frame within the shot was keyframed, which was obviously quite a time-consuming process to then insert the graphics to make it look as though they were there in the scene as well.
The film debuted at the orientation broadcast. Immediately after the broadcast, it was posted on social media channels. BBC News picked it up, ITV News, Brum Hour as well. So lots and lots of places, lots and lots of people, and really great exposure.
It's been brilliant to work with just a really expert crew. It's been that sort of roller coaster piece, but I think just how we've been able to work so closely together and just see the progress that we've made. DRPG have been world class to work with, so it's been a really fun project.
Greatness. Perfection.
As part of DRPG's On the Moment campaign, we wanted to make a film that would really generate excitement around the Commonwealth Games and DRPG's involvement, and also to show the drive and determination that a heavyweight boxer has in his training regime.
The main thing for us was, let's get somebody local. Let's get somebody from the Midlands. And then we went even deeper to say, does anybody share the same values as us? We found a boxer named Delicious Ori, DJ for short. We showed how far he goes to just get to that gold.
To a film like this, preparation is key. An athlete like DJ is incredibly busy, so that actually restricted the amount of filming days we had with him. The first time I met him was day one of filming. We met him at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had to get a majority of the shots in just that afternoon running into the evening. And that included filming him running the streets of Birmingham. It started raining. There was a lot of challenges. Because we'd been preparing with storyboards and we tested some shots out, that really helped because we knew we only had DJ for a short amount of time.
We've definitely built up a good connection. The staff are amazing. The quality of video, the quality of the work is amazing. You know, with me, it wasn't something I was used to. You know, the cameras in your face and all the fancy stuff. So I felt like I grew with the company.
The editing process was a lot of fun because we realised that we had some great footage and we knew that we could play around with this and create that momentum, that loop of alarm goes off, you get up, you run, you train, you spar, you get back, repeat. And then we increase the speed of that and really put the viewer right in the middle of the action. The sound design was key to this. So I'm really happy to say that the film's been recognised in international film festivals for its sound design.
We're helping DJ tell his story. So when people see that and then go, I want to be a boxer, I want to do what they do, it just gives us immense pride to kind of go, well, we told that story.
Being the most sustainable games ever meant an awful lot of being involved in the community. And it's given us a great opportunity to increase our community work across the West Midlands. Some of the connections that we've made with, particularly in education, have been brilliant.
Welcome to Birmingham Hippodrome's Young Advocate Launch.
Being involved with the Hippodrome and their Young Advocates programme, we joined forces with them and offered the studios where we were able to bring people in for virtual presentations and virtual workshops that then would be pushed out to a wider audience. That work that we did was absolutely fantastic and really promoted our creative industries, but also the work and the power of the arts and drama and dance in particular.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but music will excite us. Music will ignite us.
When we first got started or got involved in sponsoring, it was around the game specifically, and then as we got more involved, we started to realise there was a whole cultural piece and actually a legacy piece. We were supporting culturally with various different activities, including To the Streets. So the To the Streets musical is really sort of born out of the bus boycott, which is back in 1963. So it's really a story about diversity and inclusion, and that means an awful lot to us as well, because that's a big part of who we are as a business.
We're working.
One Games for everyone, thousands of individual legacies, united by 2022. Be part of it.
It was also a great opportunity to be involved in the charity of United 2022. So we set up Strava Stars. So running, cycling, walking, even swimming. People could take part, and every mile that they did, we added £1. So we were aiming to raise £2,022 and actually ended up exceeding that, which was brilliant.
I can safely say we have absolutely smashed it with 2,580 miles as of today. So let's all give a round of applause.
Commonwealth Games has been a fantastic opportunity, not only from the sponsorship perspective, but also what it's meant for our team.
The volunteer campaign really didn't need too much encouragement. It really is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for people to get involved. I'm super proud of what we achieved as part of our internal communications. Being involved in the Commonwealth Games is such a huge honour. Those people that had volunteered for the Games itself, I know that they're super proud and super honoured to be involved.
We ran a competition to select baton bearers as part of the Queen's Baton Bearer Relay.
Our baton bearers had to showcase our DRPG values internally by the projects they work on and the people that they work with.
We wanted to understand as well why they wanted to do it, and they're doing it for the right reasons. Maybe they've supported charitable work, so also as a thank you to those people. I think being involved in things like the volunteering, the baton bearer relay, it brings a personality to the Games, because the Games are not about the stadiums and the cities and the towns, they're about the people.